Welcome in to another episode of Foreigner Loves
Filipina.
Hey there, friend. Welcome back to our channel, where we share stories of foreigner Filipino love, travel, and starting over. Today, I'm taking you along on a journey that's as much about memories as it is about the miles. Melanie and I are headed by train from our home in Virginia to New York City, and from New York to the Philippines on the only direct flight from the U.S. East Coast, which is Philippines Airlines PR 127. This isn't just about trains and planes. It's about life transitions, second chances, and learning to live life slower and deeper. Our 2-month adventure begins on Amtrak 134 Northeast Regional. It's an 8-hour ride from our home in Lynchburg, Virginia to New York City. I sink into my seat, the plush cushion a welcome comfort, as I gaze out at the world bordering by. Emerald fields, sleepy towns, row homes, urban decay, and graffiti-covered bridge overpasses. This train feels like a time capsule to me. It's making me very reflective at the moment. For my 35-year career as a traveling salesman, I often rode this same train to visit clients in the Northeast, or was jumping on planes to visit clients all over the country. It was a great career, but like you, I'm sure, I can't believe how 35 years went so fast. Hard to believe my working career is done. I'm both joyful and a little bit sad. While I'm glad to be retired and all the freedom that affords me, as I gaze out this window, I can't help but think about all the trips, the people, the sacrifices, the disappointments, and of course a few wins along the way. As the train rocks gently, my mind wanders back to 2019 and the chaos of COVID that followed were a big turning point for me. I was at a crossroads, my career winding down after years of crisscrossing the country, living out of suitcases and waking up in strange cities. I was a businessman, just like those I see on this train today, with their faces buried in their laptops, on their phones with clients, and just wondering if there was more than this daily grind to pay the bills. But then in 2019, I took a leap, traveling halfway across the globe to the Philippines to meet Melanie. That risk, that single brave moment changed everything. That leap of faith brought me everything I didn't know I needed. Love and peace and laughter and a woman who has shown me the meaning of joy. Hope is a very big 4-letter word. Without it, we fade away. But even if there is just a glimmer of hope, we can continue moving forward. Hope that there is something better out there after divorce, after all the pain, after all the missed opportunities, that you can find love again, even if it's on the other side of the world. So I'm retired now, and every day feels like a gift. Melanie's my partner in crime, and seeing her smile lights up my world. We faced trials together, like being LPR for 3 years, heartaches, like COVID-induced delays in her visa processing, and doubts after not seeing each other for 2 full years, but all of that made us stronger. And you know, that's why I started this channel, to give hope to other guys out there, especially Western men who've been through the ringer. You can rebuild, you can find love again. If I can do it, so can you. Once we finally roll into Penn Station, it's a whirlwind of motion. It's Melanie's first time in the Big Apple. We walk the streets and find a place to have dinner, where we can gaze out the window and watch the city go by. We had planned to spend more time walking New York City, maybe walk to Times Square or the Empire State Building, but the heat and our bags changed our minds. So we decided just to head back towards the airport. New York's different now, quieter since COVID. The streets don't hum with the same frantic energy, but there's still magic in those towering skyscrapers, their glass facades sparkling like 1,000 tiny stars. I pull up my phone and snag tickets on the MTA app. Just $7 each, quick and painless. The train to Jamaica runs about every 20 minutes, and we were lucky one was leaving just as we entered the terminal. A short 45-minute ride, and it's a front row seat to New York's grimy charm. Graffiti splash walls flash by, the skyline peeks through like a promise of adventure. Commuters weave through the crowd like dancers in a Broadway play, briefcases swinging, earbuds drowning out the world. From Jamaica, it's on to JFK Air Train at $8.50 a pop. The kiosk is user-friendly, and a kind attendant helps us navigate the process. Her smile is a small gift in the hustle. The 15-minute ride is smooth, the train gliding above the tarmac, offering glimpses of planes roaring into the sky. Their silver wings glittering like dreams taking flight. JFK buzzes with an electric energy of departures and arrivals, a place where stories begin and end. As we pull closer to our destination, I'm already dreaming of the Philippines. 8 weeks of slow travel, northern Luzon's misty mountains, Baguio's cold pine-scented air, Iloilo's vibrant festivals, Boracay's white powdered sand, and Coron's hidden lagoons all await us. Last year, we crammed it all into 3 weeks and ended up exhausted. We ended our trip in Mobile, Cebu, but we're too tired to even do the sardine run or even considering canyoneering Kawasan Falls. This time, we're moving slower and savoring every moment. Okay, now let's talk about the flight. We boarded an Airbus 350-900, and the great news hits right away. A very smooth boarding process, even an early departure, and hallelujah, an empty seat between us. There's plenty of leg room even for my 6'2" frame, and the airlines thought of everything. A cozy blanket, a fluffy pillow, socks, an eye cover, and dental kit all await us at our seat. We settle in, the cabin soft lighting casting a warm glow, and for a moment, it feels like a little slice of luxury. But let's keep it real, there was some bad too. This plane's only 6 years old, but it's still showing some age. The bathroom door is busted, swinging like it's got its own mind. Another bathroom sinks out of commission, and there's only USB ports, no USB-C, which in 2005 is kind of a pain. And then the food. Oh man, it was rough. Think about soggy vegetables and mystery meat that even the bravest foodie would pass on. I was really quite disappointed in the food. On other trips to Asia, I've flown Cathay, China Air, and Emirates Airlines. All had surprisingly good food. I was expecting, or at least hoping, for something similar, but both the dinner and the breakfast were quite poor. There wasn't even salt and pepper to put on our scrambled eggs and our hash browns. It might have even been bad enough to consider not doing this flight again, or at the very least, making sure we bring our own food. Melanie says she still preferred this flight over needing to make 1 or 2 layovers. Yes, it is a 16.5-hour flight, but once you're in the air, you have nothing else to worry about. Layovers naturally bring stress, and you must get packed back up, exit the plane, go through security again, and then sit there and wait for the next flight. And of course, there's always the chance of missing a connection. When we arrive in Manila, it is at Terminal 1, which is rather unusual because most international flights arrive in Manila in Terminal 3. But the upside is immediately noticeable, as customs was a breeze. There literally was zero line. Whenever we have flown through Terminal 3, you may spend as much as an hour in line at customs. So that's a plus for PR 127. But it does mean we need to get to Terminal 3, as that is where we walk over the Runway bridge to our AirBNB. But there is no shuttle to Terminal 3, or at least that's what we're told. Representatives tell us you need a boarding pass and a connecting flight to ride the shuttle. Doesn't make sense, but rather than fight it, we just decide to grab a $6 grab ride. We get into Terminal 3 and it's a kaleidoscope of vendors, reunions, and anticipation. The terminal is bustling with people and energy. First thing is we need to exchange some dollars for pesos. Once that's done, then we buy a smart eSIM for $29. It comes with 122 gigabytes for a month. It takes her about 10 minutes to get everything loaded on, and now we're connected to the world. Maybe someday we'll find a better option, but for now we still always do it right at the Manila Airport. Globe and Smart are the 2 cell phone options in the Philippines, but only Smart supports eSIMs, or at least the booths at the airport, so that was our only option. Now with our phones ready, we're connected to this vibrant new world. A short 10-minute walk to our AirBNB at One Palms condos via the Runway bridge. It's just steps from the airport, near a mall, a casino, and several Starbucks. This has become our Manila hack. Stay close to the airport and walk to your accommodation. There are also plenty of Western hotels there if that's what you prefer. This trip's about more than just the places. It's about Melanie's family. I can't wait to surprise them, to see their faces light up like firecrackers. Nothing makes her happier than being with them, surrounded by their laughter and sharing plates of sizzling sigig and lechon. Traveling with her, watching her eyes sparkle as she explores, is pure magic to me. We'll wander through northern Luzon's rice terraces, lose ourselves in Boraca's powdery sands, and soak in the quiet beauty of Coron's limestone cliffs. But first, it's time with Melanie's family. Folks, life's too short to stay stuck. I've been there, divorced, burnout, and preparing just to spend the rest of my life on my own. But then I took a chance, and now every day feels like a new beginning. This channel's our way of saying you can do it too. Book that ticket, chase that dream, find your Melanie wherever she might be. Don't worry about what others will say, just go. If you're watching this and feeling stuck, burnt out, or heartbroken, I want you to know there's another chapter waiting for you, where love might be halfway around the world, where your story isn't over, it's just beginning. I hope this channel shows you that life, love, and healing can all come after life kicks you in the balls. We'll be back with more stories about our Philippines trip, so hit the subscribe button and let's keep exploring together. Don't forget to drop a comment, maybe share your story with us. We'd love to hear it. Thanks for joining me on this journey. Until next time, keep traveling, keep loving, and keep believing in second chances. Talk to you soon.